watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Shalom. Y'all watching Spiritual Combat. I'm going to wait for everybody, for the feed to get up and going and everybody to get in there. In the meantime, enjoy the music. And I'm going to invite people in. Y'all make sure you share and invite people in. And we'll get started here momentarily.
Brothers,
it's your favorite eye.
For you. Yeah. Never entertain devils. I ain't reading on my schedules. Ducking Proverbs 7. I like them 31 better. Way better, way better. Doing all that I tell them. New wine out the door. Old wine in the cellar. Way better, way better. Yeah, your hood way better. Taught me how to do it better. Way better, way better. New wine at the door. Old wine in the cellar. Way better, way better. Yeah, your hood way better. Boasting all in your hood. He the one to run the show.
What's up?
I was gonna grab this little thing to hold the camera.
Yeah, that's
straight.
fine. That's fine. We got time.
All right, give me about 2 minutes. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got no time to ball. Found out how to live. Fell out with my sorrow. Rule out, taught me everything. Tour, only thing will follow. What they really talk about? We prepared for the drought. How we ready for the drought? Cause we came up without. Outcast to the world. But your hood took me in. Did me wrong, no revenge. Me and Wicked never blend. Learn lesson, now I got it. Never leave home without it. Put my faith in the knowledge. Man, it got me feeling brolic. Who I was, what about it? Nowadays, rock solid. Every move stay dotted. Your hood got the thing polished. Never entertain devils. I ain't reading on my schedules. Ducking Proverbs 7. I like them 31 better. Way better, way better. Doing all that I tell them. New wine out the door. Old wine in the cellar. Way better, way better. Yeah, your hood way better. Taught me how to do it better. Way better, way better. New wine at the door. Old wine in the cellar. Way better, way better. Yeah, your hood way better.
Hey, shalom, y'all. Shalom, shalom. It's your boy, Michael Israel. We're going to be getting started here in a second. We're going to be interviewing one of my Hebrew Israelite ox, Yusef from Cincinnati, and he's going to be talking about the Cincinnati Hebrew Israelites Men's Conference coming up. In the meantime, I'm sharing this video. I'm inviting folks in. I hope y'all doing the same so we can get the word out about what's going on out there in Hebrew land. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, enjoy the music as I get this thing up and going. This is from my man Beloved Daweed's album, and the title of the song is Way Better. He just dropped the album yesterday, so just enjoy the music, and we'll be getting started here in about 2 minutes.
For you. Yeah. Never entertain devils. I ain't reading on my schedules. Ducking Proverbs 7. I like them 31 better. Way better, way better. Doing all that I tell them. New wine out the door. Old wine in the cellar. Way better, way better. Yeah, your hood way better. Taught me how to do it better. Way better, way better. New wine at the door. Old wine in the cellar. Way better, way better. Yeah, your hood way better. Boasting all in your hood. He the one to run the show. I'm less alike with the glow. I'm just doing what I'm told. Never bound to a man. Up a room, something else. Gave it all up for y'all. It didn't care how they felt. Fam only, that's a motto. Trying to earn up tomorrow. Righteous living, that's an auto. I got no time to ball. Found out how to live. Fell out with my sorrow. Rule out, taught me everything. Tour, only thing will follow. What they really talk about? We prepared for the drought. How we ready for the drought? Cause we came up without. Outcast to the world. But your hood took me in. Did me wrong, no revenge. Me and Wicked never blend. Learn lesson, now I got it. Never leave home without it. Put my faith in the knowledge. Man, it got me feeling brolic. Who I was, what about it? Nowadays, rock solid. Every move stay dotted. Your hood got the thing polished. Never entertain devils. I ain't reading on my schedules. Ducking Proverbs 7. I like 31 better. Way better, way better. Doing all that I tell them. New wine, not dope.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's your boy Michael Israel. You watching the Spiritual Combat Show, and got one of my ox on here, Yusef from Cincinnati, and what we're going to be talking about is the Cincinnati Israelite Men's Gathering. So I'm gonna bring on Brother Yusef Israel. And shalom, Ak. All right, hold on. Let me fix his volume. Let me see. Get his volume was working. Ak, I think you hit your mute button when you were messing with your phone on there, so just touch the
You hear me now?
yeah, there we go. Shalom, Ak.
Shalom, Maki.
Good to have you on the show. I'm glad you were able to come on. And if you could, just tell the brothers and sisters out there, particularly the brothers, about your upcoming event. And well, if you could first, just give a brief introduction about who you are, where you're at, and what you do.
Okay, shalom, Yasharal, Yosef, Yasharal. Been on this walk, been on this journey for quite some time now. Some of you that may be logging in, you may or may not know about the YouTube channel. You can type in the same thing, Yosef, Yasharal. And one of my goals is in Israel, or Yasharal, Yasharala, whatever way you want to say it, is to bring our people together. All right, and may not be the best teacher, may not be the best speaker, but I know my purpose in this walk with the Most High Yah is to gather his people, like the book of Zephaniah chapter 2 talks about. Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. So I get a real kick and a real drive out of bringing our ox and our coach together. Now, this is actually our 6th event that we're doing, but 5 of them, the first 5 of them have actually been events where there have been men, women, and children involved. And, you know, some of you probably have actually came to a few of them, the Hebrew Summer Gathering and the Hebrew Winter Gathering. All right, so this time in the winter, we are doing something a little bit different. And, you know, mainly we have it all together where we have the men and the women and the children all together. We do all different type of events, whether it's down to going bowling, whether it's going down to hit the street corners and bringing this truth out on the corners. And we got all different type of events that's in between. That's family building events, culture building events, allows people to get together, get to know each other on a more intimate and a more personal basis. You know, a lot of times we just see each other passing by from, especially those of you that are in assemblies, and it's just, hey, Shabbat Shalom, but it's not really no intimate, you know, feelings that's going on with it. So that's what we've been pushing for now. We've been having some good successes with these events. We're taking it in a different direction for this one because it's going to be strictly men, strictly ox, and the ox are the leaders. The men are the leaders, whether you are a zakan, an elder, zaken, whichever way you want to say it, whatever title you may decide to go by, priest, moray, teacher. You know, some people call themselves bishop these days. But whatever title you may go by, we need the men to come together. Now, I understand this, that a lot of people are not going to come. And what we found in these different events that we've thrown is that we haven't, up until this point, we may only have one person from a camp come to our events. There's been a lot of people that are not involved in camps. These are people that are able to think with their own mind, and they're able to come out to these events and have a real good time. They're able, and some people, even on some of our events, they have literally shed tears when it was time to go back home on the last day. Uh, there was so much aha, there was so much love, there was so much unity, it was so much culture building. It was just the environment there. Me personally, I'm not just saying it because it's the events that I'm doing, but I never witnessed anything like it in my life. And I didn't have the privilege of growing up, being part of a family reunion. But I experienced a true family reunion when these events start happening,
Right.
and I was able to see my Miss Macaw all across the country. I know I kind of went into the event. Sleek, I apologize for that.
That's
Just
fine.
tell you,
That's
look,
fine.
okay, hallelujah.
You
Just
got,
tell you, look,
hey, look, you ain't no time. As long as you can talk, as long as you gonna be on.
okay, hallelujah. So I was tell you a little bit about myself. I was just, I started my journey of really reading the scriptures about 14 years ago, and I really started getting into it. Of course, I was in Christianity at the time. I'm not gonna say I knew it was Israel 14 years ago, but it was around that time, around 15 years ago, where it was a brother that I was on the corner shooting dice with, saying that we was the Hebrews. And back in those times, I don't think he had no fringes or no tassels on. He did have his beard, but he was shooting dice with me while I was selling drugs. So I didn't take it seriously, And then after that, I gave my life to the Most High Yah, but I was in sun worship. I was the first place I knew to go off the street. So the information like it is now, it just wasn't out. 14 years ago, where everybody knew there was Israel 14 years ago. So I was in church, and a few weeks after being in the sun worship church, here comes somebody else. Gave me a CD. And on the CD, one of the tracks said, "Young Israelite, be a good man and fight the good fight."
Wow.
And 14 years ago. So, I was just like, oh, okay, all right. Israelite, stayed with me. Stayed with me. Even though I still didn't accept it off the top, I still was in my song worship days and praising JC at the time, got my suits and ties and all that type of madness. And then, a few years later after that, I got introduced to some brothers that really was in their scriptures, really in their word, and they challenged me. They challenged me with that song worship madness I was a part of. And those brothers was going precept upon precept, line upon line. And now, basically, really taking this walk seriously. It's been closer to 10 years now. I got introduced to the knowledge about 14, actually about 16 when they first heard the brothers. That was back. I said 04, but it was actually like 02 when I knew the brother was talking about we was the Hebrews. I used to take him to work and everything, but just really, it took me a few years to really accept it, to really believe it. I thought we were spiritual Gentiles. I started off keeping the Shabbat day, being a spiritual Gentile. In my mind, I thought I was a spiritual Gentile, so I kept the Shabbat day. I learned the Father's name, even though I was in sun worship, but just JC started to not feel good to me when it came to the Father. That ain't feel right. And then I knew God just didn't feel. So the Most High was dealing with me, even in sun worship. But, like I said, it's been close to 10 years now. Getting on this walk and really taking it seriously. Got my blinders on. I'm looking straight forward. And I just been moving forward. So it started the YouTube thing about 5 years ago. And been, doing videos on there. Got, about 200 and some videos on there. Over the time, it would have been a lot more, but I raised some of them as you continue to grow and knowledge, understanding. Some of the things you did years ago, you come back 5-6 years later, it don't sit too good for you. So I just been constantly improving, trying to grow, and things of that nature. So these events, I'm gonna tell you how I get started. I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Aki. I went to an event down in Houston, Texas, some years ago, and I'm not gonna say the cult name. But it was a cult, all right. And I seen these brothers the first day. Now I'm the type of person I wear fringes on my garments, but at the same time I'm not so dogmatic to where people got tassels on where we can't still build. We still Israel. They serve the same purpose. I wear tassels too. I might wear them from time to time, but I'm mainly wear fringes. But at this event, this group of people, they was all about tassels, all about tassels. So a couple of my ox, we went down to the event, and you know, they didn't really want to receive us that much. They didn't want to receive us that good. We didn't have the tassels on, and we didn't fit in with them. So the first day they grabbing our arms, you know, doing the little Israelite arm claw thing, they shaking our hands and things of that nature, shaking our hands. So we was like, okay, we didn't know the ox cool or whatever. The second day, less people started talking to us. The third day, we was walking up and down that hotel. People acting like they didn't even know us at all.
Wow.
Because it got that we didn't know those people. They got around that we wasn't a part of their cults. So in that event, though, flew all the way down there. After the event, we paid $100 for registration, and our key. I know, I mean, just to cover the cost of food and hotel expenses, I just charged people $20, maybe $30, just so we could get all the food taken care of. I paid $100 and caught a flight to this place, and it was at that event where the Most High showed me what not to do by watching it. So as I saw what not to do, dealing with that group, you know, that's when it came to me, and it was in my heart in Houston, Texas, that I'm gonna throw an event, and it's gonna be totally opposite of this. It's gonna be love. It's gonna be unity. It's not gonna be no cults. And now we on the 6th event now, so you know, we're doing this on the annual basis. We do it 2 times a year. This one right here, the first 5 is more so been geared towards men, women, and children, but this one right here is going to be geared towards the men only. Of course, I know for some of the Israelite women, they're going to be like, man, you know, we hearing about this men's event. You might as well try to come close by and stay close to where they're going to be at. So, you know, we might be able to do something for the women. That we got a local assembly that's going to be close by as well, and they might be doing something. Just to let also the viewing audience know, for those of you that might be on here, I know Michael Israel told me about this as well. I keep saying that you'd be surprised how many people watch the show and they don't even know that you're right there in their backyard. So for any of you that's in the Ohio and Kentucky area, this is where I'm mainly at, you know, building, you know, trying to build assemblies in these 2 areas. So whether you're in Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus, Cleveland, Lexington, Louisville, you know, Bowling Green, wherever you may find yourself.
Michigan, there's somebody, a sister in there said she's from Michigan.
Okay, Michigan, we got Miss McCobb in Michigan as well. We're building in Michigan. We got an assembly up there. We got some ox up there doing their thing. Indiana, Illinois, you know, Tennessee. Those are the main 5 or 6 states that I'm normally in. But, you know, we're on a mission, you know, getting this word out. It's going to be doing a lot more traveling as this upcoming year takes place. Also, for those that are serious, that want to build, I don't have a problem giving them a number. I don't know if that's okay with you, Aki. Mm-hmm. You know, but I just want to ask you, Aki, if it's okay. If it's not, then that's we can reply by email or by message. Or
you do what you want, man. Ain't no rules here. We know what the rules are. Tour.
This is what I will do, because it is live and I don't know who's watching. I'll just go to throw the email out there, and the email is yahshouse7@gmail.com. 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 If you're really serious about building and growing, if you need to get connected, that's one of my jobs in Yashar is to connect people, bring people together, and that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna turn the floor back over to you, Aki, and you know, if there's any other questions that you may have.
Yeah, I got a couple questions and a couple statements. The first thing is the way I found out about this is Judah Mack. Judah Mack told me about it. He told me I should come out to it, and it just so happened that 2 days before this brother's event, I'm gonna be up in Michigan at Ron Dalton's event at his movie release. I'm gonna be doing a live stream. I'm gonna be doing the event coverage on that. So what I'm gonna do is, after his event's over, I'm gonna head on down there to Brother Yosef's event, and so I look forward to seeing, meeting all the brothers and sisters out there. And if you're in the region, come out there, or if you can make it out, come out. I always stress the importance of if you can in any way get out to these events and get face to face with your brothers and sisters, it makes a big difference. You know what I'm saying? Making that connection. Um, the other thing, this is the flyer for the event right here. I'm gonna share it on Facebook, on my spiritual combat page. It says Cincinnati, Ohio, December 21st to the 22nd, 2018 Israelite Men's Gathering. There's going to be speakers, teachers, poets, instructors. It says, come out and build with your brothers. Live lessons on scriptures, boxing, unity, marriage tips. Brother Yusef said he's going to have me teach a lesson, so I'm going to bring out, y'all already know the stuff I teach on marriage and stuff, so I'm going to teach a little lesson on that. Survival skills, self-defense, preparation methods, business advice, stuff that leaders in this community, men, that we need to know. So it's really going to be edifying. And the brother has contact information there at the bottom of the flyer that we're going to share. Brother, you said, can you explain a little more about some of the lessons and the teachings and stuff like that?
Yeah. So, basically, just in the previous events, normally we have a day from the fifth day all the way to the first day of the week, and normally on the so-called on Thursday, we do more so like a meet and greet, icebreaker where everybody get to know each other, build each other. We're gonna move that this time since it's a 2-day event. We're gonna move that to Friday, so everybody's able to kind of get to know each other offhand. Everybody can stand up. All the ops are able to share a little bit about where they're from, a little bit about their background. So now when you're seeing these brothers for the next 2 or 3 days, you're able to match a face with the name, and you're able to put an occupation with it. So because if I know that you have a certain skill set or a certain profession, and I hand somebody a DVD about a documentary about this truth, and they're in the same position that you are in, then you're going to be the person I call to share your story with this brother. You know what I mean? To tell them where you came into the truth, what this truth meant to you. And so our job is to try to link people up to people that they can relate to, and then people that they can't relate to, because it's all about building. It's all about nation building. So the first day is kind of meet and greet. We're going to do, we got an amateur boxer, a professional boxer that's going to be in, showing us some things about, boxing and things of that nature. A lot of us, like myself, we wasn't, taught how to properly hold our hands. We just did whatever we had to do. Slam somebody, pick them up, throw them into a table, hit them with a chair or whatever. But it's a proper way on how to throw your hands, and as it relates to boxing. So we're gonna try to learn a little bit about that, self-defense. Just different ways on how people attack you from the back, from the side. There's different things on how to properly defend yourself. Also too, we have entrepreneurs among us that run businesses. Some of them have successful businesses. So we want to be able to give you the floor to be able to talk about your business. If you're having success, what are you doing? Because I don't subscribe to that, we under the curses and nothing can happen for us, because Deuteronomy or Debarine tells us that if you keep the commandments, I'm going to set you on high. So the first part of those 14 verses, it tells you what will happen if you be obedient. I've seen that in my own life and the lives of other people, that the Most High will set you on high if you are obedient. So we have people amongst us that are having success, that they can be able to share these things, not walking with the head all down and saying we in this captivity, we're gonna always be poor, we're gonna always be broke. I don't subscribe to that. All right. So we got some people that's gonna be sharing, giving some business advice. We got marital advice. The Aki, Michael Israel, combat, of course, has been dealing with relationships. All right, it's the key thing among our people is to build relationships. We have so many fractured relationships in Yasharal right now. So many fractured relationships, and it's among the men. Okay, don't get me wrong, dear coach. They got problems too. You can see it on Facebook, Tracebook, whatever you want to call it. You can see what goes on amongst our people, right? But we're gonna bring our people together. All right. we understand that we are not going to agree on every single last doctrine. All right. We got different doctrines on all different type of things. Who Esau is, when the day starts, when the Shabbat starts, how many wives can I have? We listen. These are things that we can discuss. And trust me, when you're around all these men that we're gonna be around, some of these issues are gonna come out. But the thing about our events that's been different than some of these other events is that we can come together with the scriptures and agree to disagree, and it can still be love, and it can still be unity. I can still come and shake your hand, give you a hug in the hallway, and it's still love. And then, but you might have planted a seed in me that made me think a little bit more and look at your perspective. And I might be able to do the same thing with you. I might be able to bring out some precepts to how you looking at things a little bit more different than what you did before. So it's all love, though. You'll see what I'm talking about. For those of you that decide to make that journey, and I'm telling you, like the Ox said, if you're in this region, if you're in a 5 or 6 or 7 mile radius, and even we've had people drive from Texas 12, 13 hours. People hopping on airplanes. Somebody just came down from Las Vegas at the summer event. People drive hours and hours and hours to come to these events from Philadelphia, from Connecticut. I should have started naming places because I'm bound to forget people, but they drive from distances, long distances to come to this event. And I'm just asking you if you are, looking to build. Some of you don't have no people to build with. YouTube is your fellowship. You log into YouTube every Shabbat or every other day to gather your information, but it's nothing like sitting in front of somebody. Right. It's nothing like your questions answered in person and being able to be held accountable in person. See, you could be behind the camera scenes and be committing all kinds of sins and abominations, but now that your brother's holding you accountable. Now, if Ox are picking up the phone, calling you, now it's a big difference. Because now you can pick that phone and say, do I really want to talk to this brother? And after so many times looking at this phone and not talking to the brother, you're going to end up exposing yourself. And that's what that's what a lot of Israel don't want today. They want to be the individual life. Don't want to have nobody holding responsible. So this is what this event does. So, I'm going to look at this flyer one more time before I hand it back over to you. Preparation methods are key. We know that we're in these last days. We know that any single day now, things can jump off. Some people say within a 72-hour radius, a 72-hour window of time, if something is about to go down, you got 72 hours to get to where you need to get to before things hit the fan. So we need to talk about survival skills, and not just if somebody, is trying to, hurt you or things of that nature, but how are we going to survive? What kind of foods do we need to be storing up? Perishable, non-perishable items, how many bullets you need to be storing up, things like that. And I know the Ak is, he's talking about the spiritual thing too, about the guns and everything as well. He's like, but I ain't gonna bring it up in that place though, but I can give y'all a lesson or two about that. But tips, how can the nation continue to grow and our marriages are fractured? Our marriages are hurt. We got so many people out here that's doing wickedness when it comes down to being in the nation. They want to talk about how many wives that they can have. And some of these brothers can't even deal with one of them. They can't even support one of them. Out here, they're leading our sisters in a way. And I feel sorry for a nice amount of sisters. And I know that you said it on one of the videos I watched of yours. You feel sorry for the sisters sometimes because they don't even know if they're able to move on or not. They don't even know if they're still married to this man, if they're able to move on to another one, or if they're in adultery, if they go, it's quite a few Israelite women today, they have made a covenant with a man, and then it didn't work out, but they didn't really, they didn't split because of Torah reasons. They just split it because they wasn't seeing eye to eye. That woman went on and been with somebody else. It's like in the eyes of the Most High, is she playing the whore and being an adulterer? So we need marriage tips on how to make our marriages work. All right, we need these marriages to last. We need these families. I'm a product of a broken up household. At the age of 10 years old, my mom and my father, my abu, they got divorced. And as a midst of that, I didn't have a father figure in my life. I grew up doing whatever I wanted to do. And, we don't need that among the nation. A woman a single mother trying to raise 3 or 4 children all by herself, By the time children get to 13, 14, they're going to be talking back to her, saying whatever, daring her to get in their face. I mean, all kind of wicked about things that happen when you don't have a father figure in the house. So we need advice on the marriage tip. So the Aki he is taking that responsibility, say, you know, this is what I specialize in, this is what I do. I want to talk about relationships. And I'm quite sure he's going to deal with relationships all around the circle.
Right.
You know, with marriages, and deal with just your ox and your coats. You know, we need to be able to build with one another. You know what I mean? Right. Some of us don't know how to spark up a conversation with another ox. We don't even know how to even break the ice.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's a big one. That's a big one. It's just developing basic social skills. That's a big one.
So some of us don't even know how to start a conversation. So we just sit there, hey, shalom, and then that's it. Hey, and nobody don't say nothing to you, not saying nothing to nobody else. I have, out of the people that I've met in the nation, a nice majority of them, I took the initiative to meet them first.
Right. And that's a big thing. Because you know, I had to chime in because that's like a area I focus on with my ministry. Is just developing basic character development. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you said, that's something that's lacking, and that translates into a lot of relationship problems when people don't really know how to talk and communicate. So yeah, that was a good one there.
Yeah. So then outside of that, outside of the boxing, outside of the self-defense, guess what? We are in these scriptures. So we're going to have other speakers bringing out this word on the Shabbat. You know, our 7-day Shabbat. I know people go by the lunar and all different type of accounts of how they track the Shabbat, but we deal with the 7-day Shabbat, which is the Sabbath day, or the Roman Saturday, if you want to call it that. But we're going to be bringing out scriptures. It's going to be different teachers, different speakers, you know, bringing out different lessons and topics and things of that nature. We're going to be building in a environment that's conducive for us being able to learn. All right. So it's going to be a whole weekend of growth and development. If you are out that you're looking to grow by a tremendous amount in a small period of time, this is where you need to come. You need to come. You need to come. This is not put on by a person that has an army of people listening to that one person and that nobody's able to think for themselves. No, we have all type of people that are able to think for themselves, and they're going to come and they're going to be bringing different things to the table. You might not agree with everything, but guess what? It is going to challenge you to grow. All right. So I wanted to throw that out there. And also, too, I want to throw this phone number out there. If you are willing to come to the event, all right, you can call this number. It's area code 502-594-9311. 502-594-9311.
And that's it right here on the bottom of this flyer right here. So there it is. I made it bigger so y'all can see it on the screen. That's it right there. Okay, that's that number. He said the top one, and then the other one is a Quality Inn. Hey, I got a question though. What time does it start on Friday?
We will be getting started right at around 12 noon. It's going to be a breakfast in the morning. So those that want to get in a little earlier, we have like I believe if everything goes as planned, we got the continental. We're gonna have a continental breakfast right there in the hotel. But of course, there's restaurants within 5 or 10 minute distance of any people want to go different places. But that's just another time for us to sit down and kind of build before the events start. So we should be getting started right at noon. And with the hotel, we need everybody. So I want to throw this out there because it's real important. The hotel, I want you to put this number in your phone or write it down on a piece of paper. We will be lodging at the Quality Inn hotel. They have a real nice, beautiful layout when you first walk into the hotel. Real nice, colorful, plenty of space. Got a nice atrium room in the back where a lot of us was able to stay up to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, when the ox get together, people up all night. But the number is 513-793-4500. Once again, that's 513-793-4500. and you want to book under the House of Yah room block. Book under the House of Yah room block. That's going to help us to be able to get the conference room that we're using for a tremendously lower price. We need you all to do it as soon as possible, though. All right, it don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you a dime to book. They're not supposed to take anything off of your card until the actual day of the event. So please, if you're listening to this right now, you got the phone number 513-793-4500. Call them and book your reservation tonight. Book your room. These rooms are going, or they're going to be going by real quick, and we want to make sure that you have you can save $5 or $10, and you can drive all the way across town and try to get you a hotel to save $5 or $10. But it's nothing like being in the same hotel with all the ops. Every time the escalator go up and down the floor, it's one of your Akeem hopping out. Hey, Shalom, Akeem. You know what I mean? It's always you seeing your brothers throughout that whole weekend. I'm quite sure there's gonna be some Israelite sisters around close and near, trying to be close to the ox as well. But you want to be in that hotel right there, all right? So book it as soon as possible and book under the House of Yah room block. We got I think the rate is around $70 a night. I mean, it's not gonna tear your pockets in half, all right? So please book, and I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
So yeah, man. So y'all got all the information there. Definitely come out. I can't, man. This how I know the Most High, y'all, is behind this, because it was in my, a couple things were in my spirit. One thing is, when I get around a lot of our brothers and sisters, but particularly our brothers, when I'm in different areas and different places, and I'm always asking, y'all, how can I help them? I used to always ask, how do I help them? Like, there has to be some way. And he created a platform where I could do that. And when I realized I was going to be going up to Detroit for Ron's event, I was praying about, hey, I'd like to teach some of the brothers and sisters and teach on marriage and relationships up there and build with some of the brothers and sisters. And then this opportunity presented itself. So, just hearing Brother Yusef talk about it gets me excited about the stuff, because boxing is one of the things I wanted to get my skills up on and learn about that. There's a bunch of stuff he hit on here that I know I could use improvement in, particularly survival skills and preparation methods in the boxing. So that's something I'm excited about. Y'all definitely need to come out there. I see here, who is that? Okay, Ugo asked, Ugo said how he wanted to know how you feel about a major nationwide men's conference. That's definitely something that needs to happen. Yeah, that's absolutely, that's something that needs to happen. How you feel about that, Brother Yusef?
Hey, shalom, Aki. That's an excellent idea. But it starts here. It starts at a level. I'm not gonna say this smaller level, because this is gonna be it's gonna be a nice event.
It is.
But it starts at a smaller level like this. And they calls his brothers. We had after one of our events, the brothers were so pumped up. We ended up putting together a conference line, and the brothers was calling in every Wednesday night at like 9 p.m. And them calls would go to like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
And eventually over a couple of years, or over a span of a year or two, or how long it took, of course the call continually started to gradually die down. I became busy doing different things. I was kind of like the moderator for the call. And then once I kind of got tired of doing some other things, the call kind of dropped down little by little. But yeah, you got a good idea, Aki, but it definitely starts with events like this, though.
I agree. I definitely agree. So let me real quickly check on YouTube. Okay. See if y'all got any questions. Well, my chat's down. There's some problem with it. But anyway, I'm going to have Brother Yusef on here again when it gets a little closer to the time of the 2018 Israelite men's gathering, I'm gonna have him come on again. And if he want, brother, if you want to come on anytime in between there, just let me know. I'll bring you right on. If there's anything you want to put out or whatever, just reach out to me. You got all my information, but I appreciate you coming on. Appreciate all y'all tuning in, watching. Definitely, when I share this flyer on Facebook, definitely put it out there and get it shared so people know about this, especially those in that Cincinnati area. And I'm Michael Israel. You're watching Spiritual Combat with my man, Brother Yusef Yasharal. And with that said, shalom, y'all.
Shalom, shalom.